Story 1. A disturbing occurrence on a school trip. Okay, so this is the first story that happened to me that I've shared online. Please be nice. I will do my best. So when I was 10, my school went on a trip to Edinburgh, Scotland. It took ages to get there, and by the time we got off coach, everyone was really tired. I was sharing a room with some of my friends. I'll just call them by their initials. We unpacked when we got to the room and chilled a bit before we went out for a tour of the city with a guide. Everyone was really tired, so no one was really paying attention. When we got back to our hotel at 8, we were told to go to bed to sleep. We all lay in our beds wide awake because no one could sleep. At about 9:30, there was a really loud truck driving past our window, so I got up to shut the window because it was cold anyway. When I looked down, I could see on the opposite side of the street an old man outside the door of the house opposite to us, staring up at the roof. Also, there were a group of teenage girls talking quickly in a foreign language. I did what any reasonable person would have done and looked up. Directly across from me, standing on the roof of the old man's house, there was a man, his feet inches away from the edge, looking at me. I still remember his face and that he was wearing a hoodie, a tracksuit, and Nike trainers. It dawned on me that he was going to jump. I shut the window immediately and told my friends, who were all petrified. O started crying and T started hyperventilating, and just then there was a knock on our room. Then came more knocks as someone was frantically banging on the door. By this point, we were practically shitting ourselves. Although my friends told me not to, I opened the door, and in came two girls who were down on the street. They were talking in what I think was Italian and asking in broken English where my teacher was. I pointed them down the corridor to Mr. F's room, and they left. Moments later, Miss M came in, white as a sheet, and told us not to look out the window. I told her we already had, and she started to break down, telling us to get our stuff and go. Panicking, we were escorted down the corridor to Mr. F's room, where we stayed, talking for hours until we eventually calmed down. Miss M then took us downstairs to another room where we stayed the night, and she stayed with us. The rest of the trip passed without incident. Of course, our parents were informed, and I could see the next morning that even the teachers were visibly shaken. Nobody told us what happened to the man on the roof. For all I know, he could be dead. But none of my friends ever forgot what happened that night across from room 407. That's a hell of a start to your trip.
Yeah, that's the coolest trip I ever got to go on for school was I went to the Chicago Aquarium.
Ooh.
When I was in the 6th grade, because I lived in a town in Michigan that was 3 hours away from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's cool.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of school trips that I went on. I know I went on school trips. I think we went to Wanta National Park.
Wanta?
In 8th grade. What?
Wanta?
Wantua National Park?
Wantua. I thought you said Wanta.
Yeah, no. Wanta National Park. You ever been there? You want to?
Yeah, I never got to go to Edinburgh though.
Yeah, that's like super sick.
Well, they probably live in like the UK.
I went on a school trip to Germany. I lied. Yeah, I had a foreign exchange student. She ended up making out with my high school boyfriend, so that was cool.
Oh my god, you did tell me. Well, I didn't know you
only
went
when
to
they
Germany.
came back.
Yeah,
like years later to like visit. I was like, hey, we need to talk.
That's crazy.
Because you're being a little too friendly, but don't do anything until they're gone, so we can like talk in depth. Because I don't want to fight in front of people.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah.
I can hear myself talking in my headphones, and it's like, almost, it's driving me crazy just a little bit.
Yeah. How do we...
I'm almost like, let's just take our headphones off.
That was my thought.
Okay.
Oh, all the way off?
Yeah. I don't want to hear myself anymore.
Mine aren't plugged into anything. Whoa! I've been lying to you this whole time.
Well, look at us. We don't have headphones on. That's fucking crazy. I can't hear myself. I can hear myself like in real life, and it's kind of throwing me off now even more.
I can hear myself all the way in real life because usually it's muffled.
It's muffled, yeah. I usually hear myself, but like through the mic.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I can tell if I'm being too loud. Anyway, back to the story.
Damn, that is so crazy. We
haven't even talked about it. Anyway, story 2. We said literally nothing. That's so funny.
What did we even talk about? We talked about going on school trips. Anyway, Dan, that's crazy.
Anyway, regardless of where you go on a school trip, it would be really terrifying to look out your window as a young lad with your other lads.
Yeah, all the lads.
All the lads in a room together, looking out Oh, no, we're not laughing because of the plot of the story. It's a sad plot.
Of course not. I say it in all sincerity, but I'm giggly.
We're just giggly.
Okay, here's my let's go down an insane rabbit hole that's probably not true. It's definitely not true. Edinburgh's very haunted, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, it's a really fucking old town, city.
Yeah.
Gabby knows a lot about Edinburgh. She's been a lot.
Yeah.
So I want to know. I'm going to ask her after this if she's ever experienced anything creepy.
Yeah. If she's gone on any ghost tours, if she's seen anything, felt anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with that it's not a ghost thing.
It's not a ghost, but
it would be nice to think that.
Cut this out. It's not a ghost thing yet.
I'm not cutting that out.
It is now. Like,
okay, maybe I will cut that. I don't know. I'll leave it to discretion when I'm editing. We'll see.
I'm just joking.
Dark jokes.
Sorry.
Is this a safe place?
Is this a safe place for me to be an asshole?
I'm like, you should like...
There are bigger assholes out there. If we're gonna become,
like your moms. I was gonna say they should like us for us, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's much nicer.
Yeah, you should. If you like me, you should like me for me.
Yeah. I was just like looking around.
Anyway, how terrifying would it be?
So scary.
Let me try that again. Okay. Get in the zone, get in the, I know we're in a silly goofy, but
I'm locked in.
Mentally lock into the fact that this guy was about to jump off a roof.
Yeah.
And then the next day the teachers were like sad.
I feel like he definitely, right?
Yeah, which is not funny.
No.
Don't say it! You can say anything and be like, it's not funny.
And my brain will be like, maybe. It's not funny.
Meat Canyon can say so much more. I feel like...
We'd be fine if we were Papa Meat.
We are Papa Meat. We're Mama Meat.
Mama Meat.
Mama Meats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like crying. I'm laughing so hard.
You're crying because you're sad.
You're so right.
These are tears of sadness over this story. I'm laughing.
Oh my God.
We're not laughing at the story. Can we clarify? For the audience that are listening to this?
We're laughing because we're dumb, not because the story.
And we're a little silly feeling because we drank multiple alcohols.
Yeah.
Yes.
Legally, yes.
What do you want from me?
If I had to testify, I would have to agree.
If you breathalyze me right now, then I would have to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. We're under oath. I did.
Who put us under oath?
Me right now. Under oath. We had a couple drinks. So yeah, damn, that's so crazy.
Oh my God.
I feel so bad for them because, like, especially that's the beginning of your trip. Not that this is all about you and your trip, but
no, that's a really hard way to start off a trip if you're like
that's gonna loom over the entire time.
Yeah, you're gonna keep I mean, me. I was laughing before, and now I'm like, how traumatic. And then I remember something I lived through very traumatic recently. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's real funny to be laughing at.
Well, it's because the desensitization is working.
Thanks, America. This is the America everybody wanted. And now we just laugh at really sad stories.
There's an Olivia Rodrigo song where she talks about that. Call us Olivia. Best believe. Yep.
Yep.
There you go. There's that. That's us. Because we're
Some people like a dark
American.
joke every now and then.
We're clearly from all that. A little bit of a bitch.
Anyway, if I
I'm so sorry for how much you might need to cut out of that. So sorry you had to go through that. That's absolutely horrifying. No, I mean it for real. I've been trying to wrap it up so we can go to story 2. Because we gotta stop.
This
I
section's gonna
already
be like
have to pee.
20 seconds long. It'd be like,
Just
you
the
read the
story.
story, and then us being like, damn, that's crazy.
We keep trying to say something else and it keeps not working. So maybe we need to talk about someone who didn't.
That'd be really traumatic as a young school person to look out. At least I was gonna say at least you didn't see them jump. I have to pee. I'm going to pee my pants. If you enjoyed that little story, be sure to watch the full episode here.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazzy.
Jazzy? I see what you did there. Wait, what was that?